Hi, it's Kathy again, and I'm pulling a card right here after I prayed. The mountain goat came up again. There's something out of balance in your life, so do whatever you need to do to correct it. And so anyone listening to this, there could be something physically wrong, or there could be something spiritually wrong. So please take care of it. Now I'm continuing the chapter on resurrection. It has some interesting things here. The kingdom of heaven and paradise. Some Christians have been unclear in their concepts of the kingdom of heaven and paradise because they lack a full understanding of the principle. Jesus promised the thief who was crucified at his right side that he would enter paradise together with him. The thief was the only person who believed in Jesus at the end, when everyone else had abandoned him. While Jesus had the hope of accomplishing his mission as the Messiah, he preached that people could enter the kingdom of heaven. But when he was at the point of dying on the cross without fulfilling this purpose, he told the thief that he would enter only paradise. Paradise refers to the realm in the spirit world for those spirits who have attained the level of life spirits by believing in Jesus during their earthly life. There they remain in waiting until the day when the gate of the kingdom of heaven is opened. Spiritual phenomena in the last days. Adam and Eve fell at the top of the growth stage. Human beings are now being restored to the top of the growth stage through the providence of restoration, having passed through the Old Testament age and the New Testament age. The last days is the time when people return to the spiritual level reached by the first human ancestors just prior to the fall. Today, being the last days, is the time when people throughout the world are reaching this level. Just as Adam and Eve prior to the fall were able to converse directly with God, today many people on earth can communicate with the spirit world. And I definitely have communicated with the spirit world. In the last days, many people will receive the revelation, "You are the Lord." When fallen people are spiritually restored through the providence of restoration to the top of the growth stage, they will reach the level of heart comparable to that of Adam and Eve just before their fall. God gives certain people who are at this stage the revelation that they are the Lord in recognition that they have reached the level of maturity at which He had once blessed human beings with dominion over the universe. Since they are to act as the Lord's representatives in their respective fields, God gives them the revelation that they are the Lord. When someone who is gifted with spiritual communication receives the revelation that he is the Lord, he should understand this phenomenon through the teachings of the principle. He should not act wrongly, mistaking himself for Christ at the second advent. Otherwise, he may end up playing the role of an antichrist. For this reason, the Bible contains prophecies that in the last days there will appear many antichrists. Spiritual mediums are often confused and fall into conflict among themselves because the levels of the spirit world with which they are in communication and the content of the revelations they receive differ. And that was all the blue highlighted. I'm going to read, is this yellow? My eyes are playing tricks on me. This is not even highlighted, but I thought I better mention this. When people of devout faith become spiritually open and reach the level of heart comparable to Adam and Eve just prior to their fall, they will face a test similar to that which Adam and Eve failed to overcome. If they are not careful, they may commit the mistake of the fall. It is extremely difficult to overcome this temptation without understanding the principle, Regrettably, many religious people have failed to overcome this test, nullifying in an instant accomplishments gained through years of devotion and exertion. So probably those religious leaders who end up cheating on their wives, maybe they reached a high level, a level of Adam and Eve before the fall, because they're so spiritually, they're very religious, they're very good, they follow God, but then the fall of man repeated, they have sex outside of their marriage. So that's interesting. I thought I better mention that. Anyway, I'm going to end here. Thank you for listening. Bye.